figured since I've told most people that I should probably say it on the internet. Hi, I have a hard time making friends as an adult. And let's make this clear. I do have friends. They just don't live in the same city or the same state. And it's really hard to call them up on like a random Sunday and ask to go get coffee and brunch. Lucky enough, it doesn't seem like I'm the only person struggling with this problem. There seems to be many people struggling with the idea of adult friendship.
I like your shirt.
Oh, shut up. She doesn't care. What are you doing?
Oh my god, thank you. I got it from Hot Topic.
I'm sure she really wanted to know that.
Many of these videos are discussing how hard it is to retain and make new friends as an adult. This next one inspired me to make this video.
So I am 26. I have 3 best friends who are all kind of independent of each other. So it's not like a group of girls. It's like I have 3 independent best friends. One moved to Edmonton last year. She's a couple years older than me and she's married and I love her to death. We met at work. My other best friend, she lives in Ottawa with her boyfriend and we grew up together and I miss her every day. And my best friend, since I was 10 years old, she lives in town but is currently pregnant with her second baby. So we're clearly in different stages of life. And I think that no one really talks much about how difficult it can be to be in your 20s as a woman and to not have a group of female friends.
I would definitely agree with the sentiments of that video and say that, yeah, as an adult, I have struggled to make new connections. The types of so-called friends I have met as an adult are the friends that you only see in a group setting, the ones that only hang around you if your partner or a boyfriend and girlfriend are around, the friend that you text every blue moon to discuss how you're doing but nothing ever materializes, and the coworker that you two get along at work but you never talk to each other unless you are at work. Not that there's anything wrong with these types of friendships, but they're not exactly the deeper meeting friendships that we are all wanting, the types of friendships that we had in high school or college, and they're not the long-lasting ones that have deeper conversations where you feel like you and this other person have a deeper connection. The types of in-depth friendships we're talking about are ones where you feel a deeper connection with someone, where you could talk to them about anything and feel comfortable, where you could hang out with them at home or go out to the club with them, where you feel sort of a deeper connection outside of your romantic relationships. To a varying degree, these are the types of friendships that I've found that people wanted off of TikTok, and the type of friendships that I myself have had a hard time making. Are these friendships even possible anymore? Have we been lied to by television and film if our friend groups are not like the ladies from Sex and the City or Girlfriends? It can also feel like an uphill battle having to go through the phases of getting to know someone, feeling them out, wondering if they fit into your life, and them also wondering the same thing. It can also feel like dating all over again, which can also be really tough when you have other responsibilities like a job or family or moving or just new life experiences. And yes, I've heard the advice from people, oh, why don't you try apps like Bumble BFF? Or you need to be the one to reach out to people. Why don't you talk to that new person? Or why don't you make connections within the group of people that you already know? Yes, I've heard advice, but not all of that works for everyone. Now, obviously, I don't have all the answers, and I'm still asking those questions myself, trying to make adult friendships. So I went to some experts, some people who've been adults for my entire life, who may have more answers to these questions than I did. My parents. So as you are an adult and you've been an adult for a while, how do you feel, or what is your experience with adult friendships?
Adult friendships. Actually, as an adult, I don't have friendships as much as I did when I was younger. And to me, the friendships that I do have as an adult are more genuine.
Some things that you've learned, some do's and don'ts.
Okay, the one I have. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The one thing is I don't call everyone my friend. As an adult, don't call everyone your friend, because some people are friends and some are simply acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
Friends are going to be there regardless. An acquaintance is just going to be someone that's, you know them because of.
So how do you make friends as an adult?
As an adult, a lot of times it'll come from, like when you were in school, Shay, and now Gabby being in school. A lot of times friendships are made through some of the parents, through the children, with some of the parents that I've come across with. Lately, that's where the friendships have come from. Not so much work with it being virtual.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. I don't really make friends that way. So more so would be through my children.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what has been your experience with being an adult in friendships?
Being an adult in friendships, they are, I don't want to put this thing, they're ever changing.
Mm-hmm.
Some can be long distance, but with the advent of social media, it's made it a lot easier to stay connected. But as you become an adult, your roster of friends becomes shorter and shorter, and you have more, I guess, long-term friendships with people that you've known for 5, 10, 15 years, and then those become your true friends. But you don't talk to them every day. You may talk to them once a week, once a month, maybe once a quarter, but that's still kind of your group of friends that you may have associates, other people you meet, neighbors, that thing. But as you get older, you realize, like you said, you don't have a lot of time to hang out with a bunch of friends, especially get married and kids. The roster of friends becomes shorter. I mean, you want people that are goal-oriented. For me, I want people that are goal-oriented, want to achieve, are high achievers or achievers. So, for example, people that, you work, you're not going to be available during work hours, so you want friends that are working, that have a sense of humor, that, for me, believe in a higher, faith, have faith, and whatever that looks like. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, whatever, but as long as you believe in something, I think that's important. It's not a big deal breaker, but, those are some of the things you look at for people. And then just peer friends come in all colors, shapes, and sizes, but those are three things for me that are things I look for. And then deal breakers are, people who are not motivated, people who are pessimistic or not optimistic, and just people who are just not go-getters. Those are kind of turn-offs for me.
So what did I learn from talking to my parents? I learned that not everyone is your friend. Some people are just your acquaintances, and those relationships with people will change over time. You may not talk to people every single day, but you're still friends with them, and they're still close with you. I also learned that friendship will kind of happen like it did in high school and college, where it'll be through circumstances. Whether you're a new mom who's hanging out with other new moms, or whether you're a person who actually goes into work and sees people, you'll make friends that way. And yeah, those relationships will also change over time. I also learned that a lot of time when you grow up, your friendships will change based off of value, based off of certain things that you believe in or certain things that you do every single day, like joining clubs or organizations. I also learned that, you won't not have that time to do things at the drop of a hat. Some people cannot drop doing things that they need to do in order to come with you to brunch or to go get a drink. And that doesn't mean these people aren't bad friends. It just means that that's life. As you get older, you have new responsibilities, you have new challenges, and those things need a lot more focus. And you have to plan around that in order to see people. But that doesn't mean that making that sort of planning means that someone's a bad friend. It just means that situations change. I also learned there's no such thing as getting over the awkward phase when it comes to making friends. There will be a time when you're not sure about this person, but you have to remember that you're catching up on this person's entire life, not just their last week. I also learned that there will be some loneliness in between, and that's okay. It helps you find time for yourself and think about what you want out of a friendship or other relationships in your life. I remember when I was younger and we used to move around a lot for my dad's job. And my mom, wherever state we moved to, it's not like she had friends there, but she eventually found a group of people that she could hang out with. Either that's through me and my sisters or through the gym that she would join or other organizations. She eventually found her people. It didn't happen right away, it just happened eventually and gradually.
I want to chat about female friendships and outgrowing people that you used to love. For me personally, I used to hold on to the idea of I've known this person since I was 7, we've known each other since college, XYZ, like holding on to the time of the friendship. In reality, the thing that matters the most to me right now, presently, is how you show up for me, the way you show me love, and our energetic exchange. Is it an even exchange of friendship? Also, in the past, if you've done something so kind for me once, I will just hold on to it. And even if you're such a terrible friend, I'll think of that one time you let me borrow money and I'll just be like, she let me borrow money when times were tough. You deserve to have a friend in your life who's gonna show up for you the same way you show up for them. Do friend audits often. If someone is not showing up for you now in present day, it's time for them to go.
To end this video, I would say that adult friendships, yes, are difficult, but I think they're worth trying at least. Like I said, they're kind of like romantic relationships. Some work and some don't, but that doesn't mean that you give up trying, which, yeah, may sound cheesy, but I do think it is worth finding your people out there. So here's to you and I to keep trying to find those adult friends. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you next week.